If you could sum up your message to the students walking by, what would it be in a few sentences?
Yeah, well, I mean, it would either be there is a God, it's a Christian God, and we need to all come to Him before we die and get our life right. But that probably wouldn't resonate. I probably wouldn't say that. What I probably would say is just what I was telling you before. If you believe you can't know who God is, ask, how do you know that, right? Because that's what educated people do, right? They ask questions. Indoctrinated people don't ask questions. They just go ahead. So if you're an educated person and somebody tells you you can't know who God is, then you've got to say, well, how do you know that? Once you say, how do you know that, and they realize they don't know that and they want to find God, the most simplest, most direct way to find God is what I was saying earlier. Say, God, if you are there, or God, I know you're there, I want to know who you are, make yourself known to me in a way I can't deny. But you have to always want to know truth, and you can't give up. If you will do that, God will eventually be able to enlighten you.
When you say you can't know the truth, that statement falls apart while you are saying it. While you are saying it, you believe you're making a truth statement. It's one of the dumbest statements you can utter. The flip side of that is everybody has their own truth.
My name is Gary Cattell. I started doing this in November of 1982.
What originally brought you to this specific spot on campus?
Actually, there was somebody here before me by the name of Bro Cope, and he was doing this, started in 1977. So when I became Christian in August of 82, he had an effect on me. I used to come out and listen to him. So I became Christian in August of 82, and then by November of 82, I came to believe that God wanted me to do what he was doing. So I started up and been doing it ever since.
So how long have you been preaching at this spot?
Well, 82 till today, would that be 43 years next month? Well, I didn't grow up in any sort of religious home at all. I don't remember God being a topic in our home at all. And but as I got older, I wanted to know why I existed. Right? So eventually I realized, well, the answer to that question lies in whether there's a God or not. Right? If there is no God, there is no reason for our existence. We're just an accident in the universe. One day we'll cease to exist. One day the whole universe will go to heat deaths, and so everything is meaningless. If there is a God, then he's the meaning to life. So then the quest became to find if there was a God or not, and if so, of course, who is it? And so I realized after a while I couldn't do it by studying all the world religions. I study all the world religions, know them all perfectly, and at the end of all that time, I can choose the one I think is right, still be wrong. So that seemed to be like a massive waste of time. I began to realize that the only way to know is if God was there, if he was willing to make himself known. So I began to essentially, in some way, say, God, make yourself known to me in a way I can't deny. And it took a while, it took a number of years, but God was kind of in and out on it. But eventually he did, and the first stage was knowing that there was a God, and then knowing who he was, the Christian God, and then deciding that, yeah, I was going to follow this God. So when he did it, it wasn't any, at least the first two weren't any major, it just God makes it clear. You just can't, it's not like a sign, like a leaf falling off a tree or something. It's just God makes it so clear that I couldn't deny it. It was just obvious to me.
You get a wide range of reactions out here. Some people stop to listen, some argue, and some ignore you. How do you personally deal with the variety of the response?
Well, I talk to the people who want to talk to me. If they don't talk to me, they don't have to talk to me. But everybody's free, right? So if you want to walk by, if you want to hate me, if you want to love me, if you want to somewhere. My impression out here over the years has been there's a swath of people that hate everything I do and say I am. A swath of people who like everything I do and say I am. And these are the minorities. And then the vast majority doesn't care one way or the other.
When you're not here, what does your day look like? What kind of things bring you peace and joy outside of preaching?
Well, I'm married. All our kids are grown now, but we raised a family. I run, I like sports, I like to read, pray. So I wouldn't say that the sports bring me peace or anything, but then the reading and the praying.